Hello everyone and welcome back, Dace here, and today I'm going to be sharing my review of Kamiko for the Nintendo Switch. So for those of you who aren't aware, this came out in Japan April 13th of 2017, and pretty much for the rest of us it was the 27th of the same month and year. Developed by Skipmore, published by Fly High Works. So anyway, what is this about? You play as one of three Kamiko, which is sort of a spiritual warrior priestess who is summoned to the realm of the dead to undo the machinations of demonic forces. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. So you have Yamato, who is a sword wielder. You have Azume, she's got the bow and arrows, and Hinome, which she kind of uses this frisbee boomerang thing that like comes back to her. Pretty sweet. That's what I did for my first playthrough. Absolutely loving it. But anyway, as for the gameplay and controls, it's a really straightforward, simple, and short, super short game, but it's just awesome. So there are 4 main levels, and in each level you have 4 gates that are kind of corrupted by this darkness. So you more or less go around slaying monsters, collecting little points that you then use to unlock chests, get items, and cleanse these 4 gates that are locked down, and that opens up a portal to the boss of the level. So once you've done this for each of the levels, you go to the final boss, you vanquish it, all is well, you restore balance to the force, all that great stuff. So yeah, anyway, it's a really cool, it's so plain and simple, and yet I found myself really loving how this is set up. So yeah, just so cool. What else? As for the controls, everything plays super smooth. I didn't encounter any glitches or any issues whatsoever, so I was really impressed with that too. Now, as for the music, oh my god, this is one of the major selling points for me, honestly. From the moment I booted it up, I was just sold, and level after level, I was just so into the songs that I was hearing. They fit the world perfectly. They had such a retro feel, a retro fantasy kind of adventure feel to it. And I was just, if you checked out my Let's Play, or if you will just hear me going on about the music non-stop. Same with the sound effects. Everything is just so old school, and I love it. Oh, it was just so good. So anyway, that's more or less all I really have to say. It's not an in-depth game by any means, in terms of duration and a ton of stuff to do, but that certainly does not take away from this game. I loved every single second of this. Now, of course, my first playthrough, I was figuring things out, and I was kind of not noticing everything that I would the first time around. So my first playthrough was, I think, an hour and a half or an hour and 20 minutes or something like that, whereas I've started a second one and I'm already halfway through, and that was done in a fraction of the time. I'm pretty sure if I was really going at it and not backtracking or any of that stuff, I could probably clean it up in about 40 minutes-ish, give or take. So you can easily just plow through this game, and I intend to do that for each of the 3 girls that you can play as, because I want to see how each one plays. So the one you're seeing in this video is Azume, of course, and I just love that when you're pressing the fire button, you don't just shoot out a single one. If you're pressing it numerous times in a row, then she'll have that spread shot with multiple arrows. So I think that's really cool, and I want to experiment with the others. So anyway, there are some secrets hidden, which in future playthroughs, and the one I currently have on the go, I obviously want to sort that stuff out. But anyway, if you do not know this game, or if you've been looking at it but you've been undecided, definitely check it out. It's $5 or something. It's ridiculous. And so if you're a fan of anything retro style, and you just like what you're seeing here, or like I said, you've been considering it, please do yourself a favor. Anyway, that's going to wrap things up, you guys. Be sure to like, subscribe, share your comments below, and I'll see you next time.